Well, reporters filled Bardenay in downtown Boise for breakfast with Governor Brad Little, but more importantly, to hear his thoughts on the current legislative session. News Channel 7's Andrew Bartline was there for us this morning, and he joins us now. And Andrew, how are their priorities at the State House comparing to what the people of Idaho say they want?
Well, there's certainly an overlap for sure, Shira, and the governor was quick to make it known that his Idaho launch bill provides investments in education and Idaho's job economy. Boise State's public policy survey says those are the top two priorities Idahoans want their lawmakers to address, but of course lawmakers have priorities of their own. The first few months of the 2023 legislative session brought 11 bills to Governor Brad Little's desk. 8 of them are now laws. 3 others wait for a decision.
I'll look at each piece of legislation on its merits and what I think is best for the people of Idaho.
The Boise State Public Policy Survey says the people want investments in education, the job economy, affordable housing, health care, and tax relief. Only one of the 11 bills that's made it to the governor addresses any of these issues.
We have an obligation to get the big things done, but it's early in the process.
The process contains Governor Little's Idaho launch bill, sponsored by House Majority Leader Representative Megan Blanksma.
Across one side, and it's over in the Senate.
The bill offers $8,500 per qualifying student to pursue in-demand jobs. It directly addresses Idaho's top 2 priorities, but lawmakers can have priorities of their own.
It depends how you classify it as a distraction.
Little says lawmakers can push bills to address a problem that doesn't exist in the state, and he says it's to make a statement.
I think most of the things they're talking about there are not issues, but they're important to people, and I can appreciate that.
It's unclear what bills the governor was speaking to exactly.
There is no perfect legislation.
However, the governor did clarify his stance on a few hotly debated bills. This includes a bill to limit who qualifies for an absentee ballot.
I think absentee voting is particularly in rural Idaho, is so important that I'm not all that excited about it.
The governor also touched on a bill that would strictly segregate school bathrooms by biological sex alone.
I don't think it's a problem. I think a lot of school districts, even without a policy, accommodate them, but I know that most people don't think that boys ought to be going into the girls' bathroom based on something that's a little hard to prove. So.
There are multiple property tax bills working their way through the legislature, and property tax relief is the top tax relief choice among Idahoans that was listed in that BSU survey. The governor says it's early. There's a lot more to come this legislative session, and he hopes that lawmakers do start addressing those top priorities and he gets some bills on his desk to touch on those, Shira.
Yeah, definitely a lot discussed there as well. All right. Thanks, Andrew.